back, everyone. This screencast is on fractions. It's on finding an amount of a fraction, and the key skills that you'll need to do this well is multiplying fractions. So make sure you know how to multiply fractions, and if you can do this well, then you'll find this ridiculously easy, I'm sure. So what is a fraction? We've covered this a few times before, so I won't read that out in full, but basically fractions normally represent numbers less than 1, and the bigger the smaller number, the smaller the portion of the pizza you're going to have. So we can see here we've got 1/3, can't we? 1/3 here, and we're going to have 1/3 of this pizza. But if I had 1/6, then this pizza would be cut in 6, so we'd get less. So hopefully you understand that as we go through. And really something really simple today. We've got to have an open mind because it's going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We are basically going to multiply fractions. And when we multiply fractions, we're going to times the top numbers to get 3. And we're going to times the bottom numbers on this occasion to get 10. And it really is as simple as that. The difficult part here is often you have to cancel down. So just be used to cancelling down and you'll be all absolutely fine on top of that. So here goes an example. I'm going to go through all of these examples. You can copy them out and do them along with me. And the next page is purely for you to do them on your own. Please, if you feel confident, feel free to pause the video, give them all a go and come back and see if you got them right. But I think it's the process of cancelling down that some people might struggle with. So first one up, we've got 1/4 of 20. 1/4 of, in maths, of means times. So 1/4 of 20. Now the key thing here is, and every teacher does it differently, is I turn 20 into a fraction. And 20 into a fraction is 20 divided by 1. If I divide 20 by 1, I get 20. So that's the first step through, is that I'm going to go 1/4 as a fraction, and I'm going to times that by 20 over 1. Now that is going into levels that we don't really need to worry about too much, but if we turn that into a fraction, then we're going to easily be able to work these out. So let's set this up now in a little bit of a different way, and if you've done multiplying fractions, then you will find this no problems at all. We're going to times 1 times 20 on top, and we're going to times 4 times 1 on the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and cancel down nice and early. So we can see that we've got 1 times 20 on the top and 4 times 1 on the bottom. But we can notice that this 20 can be divided by this 4. So what I do is I do that before I go through. That saves me, normally when we're working with normal questions, it saves me a lot of extra work with having huge numbers on the other side. So we can see there that there's 5 4s that go into 20. So now I've got a really simple one. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times nothing, 1 times itself is 1. So we end up with 5 over 1, which equals 5. Now, if you really struggle with that, we could just go 1 times 20 is 20 over 4, and we can work it through that way as well. But this is a nice way to get into a little habit of doing this. As the numbers get bigger on top, then what we'll find is that we'll have to cancel down bigger numbers later, which is always harder to do. So here we go. We're going to turn this one into 2/5 timesing by 35 over 1. And then we're going to cancel down. We're going to move them into one sort of larger fraction setup, which is 2 times 35 and 5 times 1. And then we're going to cancel down where we can. And we can see here that we've got 35 and 5, and 5's going to 35. How many times do they go into 35? They go in 7 times. So we end up with 2 times 7 is 14, and 1 times itself is 1. So 14 over 1 equals 14. And last one before you move into the next ones yourself, we're going to go for 3/8 timesing by 88 over 1. And we're going to set that up in that little bit of a different way. And we can see that how many 8s go into 88. Well, that would be 11. So we'll cross out the 8 and we'll pop that into the top and we'll have 11. And then we're going to end up with 33 over 1. So that's my 3 examples now. Hopefully you've copied those all out, or you'll pause it now and copy them all out. And you can see what I'm doing, how we're cancelling down. This is really key. These ones are really easy. But what you'll find is as these top numbers get bigger, then it will definitely help us with some harder questions. So anyway, I would like you now to give the following questions a go. Pause the video each time, do one at a time, and make sure that you come back and see if you've got them correct. So first up, we're going to go for 2/4 timesing by the 20 over 1, and then we're going to cancel through, aren't we? So we've got the 2 times 20 and the 4 times 1. How many 4s go into 20? Well, there's 5. So we end up with 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 over 1. Next one, pause the video now, give it a go, come back and see if you've got it right. So here we go, we've got 4 over 5, timesing by 45 over 1. And again, I'm trying to pick nice and easy numbers for you to work with here. But we've got our, so this is a good example. You know, if we multiply this through, we'd end up with quite a large number that we'd have to then divide by 5. But if we take the 5 for a start and we work that one through, then we know that how many 5s go into 45. Well, that's 9. And then we've already cancelled down, so we've got 4 times 9, which gives us our 36 over 1. If we'd have to work that one through, which would be a little bit more difficult if we didn't cancel down for a start. Last but not least, we have got the 2/6 of 33, so give this a go, come back and see if you've got it right. So first step is to go 2/6 timesing by 33 over 1. This is a little bit of an interesting one because it doesn't cancel down, does it? So we've got 2 times 33, 6 times 1. 6 won't go into 33, so I can't do that. So therefore, we just times it through. We've got 66 over 6, which equals 11. Okay, so now it's time for the quiz for you. Give all of these a go. Come back and see if you've got them right. I'm sure you will. Try and follow that process, and it will be, as I say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's time for the answers now. Let's go through. So the first one up, we set it out, and most of maths is all about setting out. We got 12, we got 20 for the second, and we got 9 for the third. So hopefully you've done incredibly well. It is time, though, if you've done well, to write that revision card, and you could possibly pick those quiz questions as your 3 that you're going to use. Hopefully you've done really well, and as I say, if you haven't watched that other video on fractions and you have struggled, then I'd highly recommend just working through how to cancel down fractions and things like that, and then you'll find this ridiculously easy. But until next time, have a great day or evening or whatever you're doing.